Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hallmark Guy Podcast. I am Baptiste, the Hallmark Guy. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the first movie I watched from Merry Thanksgiving weekend. And I'll start by saying this. I am recording right now on Wednesday, December 3rd, so 3 days after the end of Merry Thanksgiving weekend. Out of the seven movies from that weekend, I've watched four so far. And not in order, because I was never home in front of the TV, ready to take notes and all that when the movies aired. So I either recorded them or watched them on Hallmark Plus. So right now, I'm actually going to record four episodes back to back to back to back for the movies that I watched, and hopefully, I'll watch the three that I still have to watch before the end of the week. But it's true that it's been really busy with Thanksgiving and all the Christmas things that are starting to happen in the Kansas City area, and finals, but I think like mostly um, the Hallmark Christmas experience, the year two started in Kansas City this weekend, and Crown Center is basically my second home during that time of the year. So it's true that I'm there every weekend, every day of every weekend, and I'm there when the movies air mostly. So that's why I'm catching up, and I'm going to release the episodes in the order that I watched the movie. And the first movie I watched was The Snow Must Go On. So this is our episode. Like I said, I'm gonna record four episodes back to back to back to back. I think that's four. I'll be dressed the same for four episodes. That's just once I'm done with one, I'm going to the other one. So just letting you know. But without further ado, let's go into The Snow Must Go On, which premiered on Friday, November 28th, 2025 at 6/5 Central on Hallmark Channel as part of Merry Thanksgiving weekend. It was the first movie of the Friday double feature because during Merry Thanksgiving weekend, we get a new movie on Thursday night. Oh, we used to get a new movie on actually years ago it was a whole week, and then they switched to a new Hallmark mystery movie on Wednesday night. That's over. So now we get a new movie on Thursday night, two new movies on Friday nights, two new movies on Saturday night, two new movies on Sunday night. So I was the first one on Friday night, and it starred Heather Hemmings and Corey Cott. Isaiah Hayward is starring in a one man Christmas musical with political messages. That sounds like the life of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, kind of. That's the vibe I got. But no one showed up except like an old person that fell asleep, his sister, and his niece, and maybe someone else. He has not seen his family for 3 years, and they suggest he should come spend the holidays with them in Hancock in upstate New York. He says, I think it's upstate New York. Maybe I'm now mixing it with another movie. You know what? Let's do our first search of the episode. Hancock City. Is it even a real city? Oh, it says Michigan. So I don't know if that's the Hancock in the movie, but anyway. He says it will depend on the results of an audition for a big production the next day. His best friend from college, Noah, works for the show, and Isaiah learns that he missed his engagement party because he was too focused on work. Isaiah does not get to audition because the producer, Cindy Santos, leaves the audition early, and there won't be callbacks before the holidays. Adding to that, he is fired from his job at the caroling group because he came in an hour late to be at the audition. So he decides to go to his sister's for the holidays. Isaiah's sister Jess has started a candle in teacup business, and her neighbor Hal is clearly into her. She tells Isaiah that her daughter Aurora has taken the divorce pretty hard, and he proposes to go pick her up from the school called Archer Academy. At school, he learns that the director of the Christmas show quit because she's in love with a lumberjack she met online. Aurora suggests that Isaiah takes over, and Miss Brigante says, who's working at the school, says it would not be Christmas at Archer Academy without the annual Christmas show, and they all beg Isaiah to say yes. The principal agrees if he has a supervisor, and Miss Brigante agrees to be the supervisor. And we learn that her name is Lillian. On top of directing, Isaiah has to finish writing the script, which he says won't be a problem. The show is called Randolph the Christmas Elk because obviously they didn't get the rights to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it opens in 3 weeks. To help him, Jess suggests Aurora should be Isaiah's assistant director, and she agrees. Lillian moved from Boston 2 years ago to work at a smaller school and be more involved with the kids. She was in a long term relationship, but the guy cared more about ending at a big law firm than about her. The students were concerned that there was no second act, so Lillian told them that it would be ready the next day. While walking in the hallway, Isaiah realizes that one of the students is the daughter of the big Broadway producer, Cindy Santos. He wanted the producer he wanted to audition for. He asks her if he can still audition for her, and she says that he can contact her office, and if he ever is in another big play, she'll make sure, or another play, she'll make sure to see it. So he says that he's going to cast her daughter Miranda, who only wants to be in the ensemble, and he is going to play the titular role in the play. So she will see him on stage because she will come see her daughter. And he includes his one-man show in the second part of the play without the politics. Lillian does not like the second part because it does not resolve anything, or does not resolve anything that happens in the first one. It feels like two different scripts put together. No way. But Isaiah says she's overthinking it. Lillian suggests they invite Stephen Fiorello, a student who has detention and caused trouble during the audition, to audition. She says that life is tough at home for him and that Isaiah said that every voice deserves to be heard. Stephen loves Christmas music but does not want to sing in public, but Isaiah manages to convince him and he is really good. The other students are not happy that Stephen didn't show because they did not see him audition, but Aura tells them that this show is about accepting everybody for who they are, no matter what, and Stephen is part of the team. The students and Lillian also question why he is the main role, why Isaiah is the main role, and Aura saves him by saying that it would be best for them to see a real pro in action. He also announces that his understudy will be Miranda and that he will work closely with her so that she will be more comfortable on stage. The students have the same critics as Lillian about the script. Isaiah agrees to have Lillian work on the script with him. They both work on the script at night, and we can see some sparks between them. And she takes him to the Christmas market and praises him for stepping up for the kids. He says that it is hard to believe that someone like her does not have someone in her life. She says the same about him, but he says he does not have time for anything but work. He says that she's a hero at work because she makes a lifelong impression on the kids. And she says that he opens them to a whole new world of expression and confidence. She says that she has always wanted to open an adult creative club, and he encourages her to do it. They lay on the ground and look at the lights and hold hands. Miranda asks why she was casted as an understudy. He tells her that it is because she is talented, but she is scared to have to go on because her mom works with talented people and she does not want to make a fool of herself. But he reassures her and tells her that the only thing that matters is what she thinks. Her mom comes to pick her up and basically discourages her by telling her it's a lot of pressure and she does not like remind her she does not like having the spotlight on her. She also has a conflict on the week of the show, so she does not know if she'll make it. At the market, back at the market, Aurora tells Isaiah that with the divorce, her mom has lost the Christmas spirit because she's too focused on others' well being. Isaiah apologizes for not being more present. They see Lillian and tell her to join them for a movie. After the movie, Isaiah and Lillian talk Christmas traditions, and she likes the worst trees because they are underlooked. Isaiah has a plan to revive his sister's Christmas spirit, but he is quickly overwhelmed when trying to put up the Christmas decorations. So Aura asks Hal for help. Jess comes home and loves the decorations. Isaiah tells Jess that she needs to start dating again because Hal has a huge crush on her, but she tells him that he does not need her mess of being a single mother trying to keep her business afloat, plus all of her great Christmas memories seem so far away. So Isaiah tells her that they should make new Christmas memories like they are right now, making Christmas decorations. And he tells her that she has a lot of qualities and she deserves love. And if she is scared to take it slow and have fun. And he gives his approval for Al and tells her to go see him right now. The rehearsals are still not going well because they do not have a piano player. Takes Isaiah Christmas tree shopping for the stage, and he suggests they take a bad Christmas tree, like the one she likes. Isaiah tells Lillian it's nice to have to enjoy Christmas again. It's nice to enjoy Christmas again because he has not given time to people that matter in a while, like Noah, his friend, because he was focused on his career, and she tells him that it is never too late to show people that you love them. Isaiah shows up at Lillian. Um, no, sorry. Isaiah shows Lillian an app that controls the light on the stage and then plays music and invites her to dance. He says that there is something he has been meaning to tell her. She cuts him short and kisses him and tells him that she feels the same way, but he looks troubled. Aura tells Isaiah that Cindy Santos has confirmed that she will be at the performance, so he's a little nervous. She tells him that she and Lillian will love the play, and Isaiah says that he should tell Lillian why he cast himself on the show, and Aura tells him that he will find the right time to do it. The principal and some parents show up at the rehearsal, and it throws Miranda off. Lillian says that most of the kids have not performed in over a year, and they must be rusty, and the parking lady at the school who didn't really like Isaiah at first, shows up kind of out of the blue, scares them, and suggests they go caroling that night to give the kids confidence. While caroling, Miranda freezes, so Isaiah joins them and she starts singing again. After the performance, Isaiah and Lillian drink hot chocolate together, and he tells her that Broadway feels like a lifetime ago. That before coming here, he thought his life in the theater might be over, but now he is in the theater in a way he would have never imagined. She tells him she took his advice and she will be teaching an adult creative writing course this spring. He is so proud of her. She tells him that she asked the principal if they were still in need of a music and drama teacher and that she threw his name in. He doesn't think it's a great idea, and she says that of course it is not Broadway, but the kids think of him as a star and he is their mentor. He does not agree because they should not look up to him, and she says that he has a way with them, but he tells her he does not know what he is doing with his life and where he wants to be. She tells him that right now maybe he should just help the kids put on the best play of their lives, and he asks, "What about my life?" She apologizes, but he says he appreciates her talking to the principal. He gets a phone call saying that orders are delayed and he has to leave. He gets home and the supply for the store from the store to create the sets are delayed because of a snowstorm and they might not finish building the show in time. Maybe taking this job was a disaster and he does not know what he is doing with his life and that this show will be a disaster. And Aura reminds him that it is their show because he called it his show. The next day, he shows up at the theater and all the kids are there. The kids are ready to get to work, and Hal knew a guy who knew a guy that got them all the supplies. The parking lady, who has a name, Sandra, proposes to be the pianist for the show. Des called Noah to help them build the sets. He thanks Isaiah for sending him a candle and says that you show up for your friends. They all get to work, and Isaiah apologizes to Lillian and tells her she had the best of intention for him to stay at the school, and she tells him she believes in him. Before the last dress rehearsal, Isaiah rehearses how he's going to tell Lillian why he cast himself in the show. Miranda comes see him to tell him that her mom has a last minute work thing the next day, so she is here to see the rehearsal. And Isaiah does not know if he can do it, but it's time. He performs, and all the kids love it. Lillian tells him that he was amazing and tells him they are going out to celebrate. Cindy comes see him and tells him she wants to see him at the callbacks for her play the next day. He tells her he'll be there. That is what he has been wishing for. Lillian overhears everything and tells him that she should have known, and that he did all of this just to impress Cindy, and that he does not care about anyone but him. He goes to tell the kids who are disappointed, but he tells them that the good news is that Miranda gets to go on stage and she will be great. But they are mad and sad because they thought he would be there to cheer them on and he just used their show to audition for a bigger show. Miranda asks him if he cast her just so he could impress her mom, and he tells her no. Everyone leaves, but Aura gives him a hug and tells him she's sorry. At the callbacks, Isaiah is looking at pictures of the kids on his phone, and when it is his turn to see And when it's his turn, he sees the poster for the school play on the table, and he's troubled and can't get to singing. He asks Cindy to talk alone. He tells her that she has to see Miranda in the play because she's so good and that he does not care about the audition anymore and that Miranda needs her to believe in her and that if she sees her mom in the audience, she will accomplish great things. He shows her pictures of Miranda on stage and they leave for Hancock. The show is sold out, but the kids are concerned about doing it without Isaiah. But Aura reassures them, and they are ready. Cindy shows up backstage and tells Miranda that she believes in her and she will be great and she supports her and will never miss one of her performances ever again. Since Isaiah is back, Miranda gives him the antlers to put on, but he tells her that it is her moment and his job is to support all of them. He apologizes and tells them he won't happen again and that these past few weeks have been the best thing that ever happened to him he has ever experienced in his life, in his whole career, and it reminded him of what is important. He gets the kid ready. He tells Aurora that he thought that to get something done, you had to do it yourself, and that he was wrong. You have to share the reins with those around you because they help steer your dreams in the right direction. Miranda crushes it, and her mom is emotional and proud. The show is a huge success, and Isaiah tells William that this might be the best standing ovation he ever got. Stephen thanks Isaiah for everything. Lillian asks Isaiah how his audition went, and he tells her that he made a wish on one of Jess's candle, have his life back, and that his wish came true. She thinks his life on Broadway. She thinks it's his life on Broadway, but it is his life here with her. And he asks if the drama and music director position is still open, and it's all his if he wants it. The homemade snow machine they have been trying to work on for weeks starts, so their moment finally showed up. They kiss, the curtain reopens, and you know what they say: the snow must go on. He asks Lillian if there is something he can do to make this a more perfect Christmas for her, and she thinks of one thing: him to perform the night before Christmas. They kiss, and that was the snow must go on. So, what did I think about this movie? I was really excited about this movie. Obviously, so I watched this movie Friday night after it had aired. I had the choice at that point of either watching We Met in December and The More the Merrier or that one, because I think either the Merrier was about to be over or it was already over. And I had recorded it and I had these two ready. And remembering, I was excited about all three. I'm really excited. I still have to watch The More the Merrier and We Met in December. But I don't know. I remembered that one from when I read the the schedule from Hallmark, everything they had released, and I was really excited. I thought I always like someone goes back to their hometown and put on a show, Christmas show. It gave me at a school, it gave me really old Hallmark vibes that I'm really love, reminding like of yeah, really I so many of just different, not necessarily putting on a show, but yeah, coming back to your hometown, all that. So I was really excited, and the premise was fun. Like the guy gets to from Broadway direct to school show and cast himself as the main character, which I don't even know if that would be possible. So I was really excited. There was a really good it was a good premise and there were some really good moments. I mean, they have one of the students that's part of the cast at the school called Emma Fitzpatrick, and she's the kind of overexcited. You think she want to be a star, and she auditions singing the 12 Days of Christmas, and it's not good. And they're like listening to her, and Isaiah's like, "There's so many days." Then when he puts on, it adds to the script. He's Rudolph kind of show. Someone asked, why does Randolph start a filibuster on the floor of Congress in the second act? Because remember, it had political messages. And another thing is Sandra, so the parking lady. I didn't talk about it at first, but when he shows up the first time to pick up Aura from school, he parks badly. She's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just picking up my niece." Like, how do you know she's your niece? Um, So we don't see her for a while, and then when she shows up, every time she shows up, she just surprises them in a really funny way. And then when they all get to work on the stage to build the sets, she's just pushing the piano with her whistle, and she's like, just I usually know how to whistle. I don't know how that sound. That was really bad. I know how to whistle. But that was I really like that. So it had a good premise, good moments. I just thought it could have been executed a little better. What I wrote on Letterboxd, I gave it 3 stars out of 5. And I'm thinking, guys, I might during the Christmas season and during the season, depending, I'll adapt it to seasons. Should I switch stars to Christmas trees, like 3 Christmas trees out of 5? So I'm thinking about doing that, but I gave three, whatever, out of 5 to the movie. And I said it had a great premise, but kind of underwhelming execution. I can't tell you what it was. It, it, it missed something. I was interested. I was interested in the story. There was something that was missing. What? I don't know. I think Heather Hemmings is great. Corey Cott was great. Um, I missed something that I couldn't tell you what it was. I It felt like a 6-5 Central movie. I will admit it, production wise, even though I really liked that one, it kind of reminded me of our Christmas mural that came out 2 years ago. That was also the Friday at 6-5 Central movie. Production wise, it reminded me that there was a there was something on the lens, the way it was filmed, but it's again it was a really good premise. I was a little disappointed. It was still a good time. I still enjoyed it. And I would rewatch it if it was ever on TV. Actually, I was working on something a few days ago, and I had the TV on mute, and I think I watched the whole movie. I didn't watch, but it aired the whole thing while I was doing something else on my laptop. But if I would watch it. I I met Heather Hemmings last year at the Hallmark Christmas Experience. I have a picture with her, and she's just lovely. And I think it was her first movie since last Christmas. So I do hope we're going to get more of her and more often. Um, I have to admit she has gotten a lot of international movies in the past, at least two. They haven't been my favorite, but I like her. She's a good actress, and I was excited to see her again, especially since the first time I saw her on Hallmark Canadian movie since meeting her, because her last movie premiered before I had met her. She also had a Thanksgiving movie last year. It was, and now I'm totally blanking. And it aired like 2 days ago, on one of the channels, and it was called Christmas Under the Lights, and it was the Hallmark mystery movie that premiered the night before Thanksgiving. I remember watching it while decorating my tree. So anyway, Corey Cott was great. I think it was my first movie with him since Butlers in Love, which came out in like 2021. I'm just checking right now. Butlers 2022. So I think it was my first movie with him that I saw since that movie. I know that he's in the Cherry Lane, at least one Cherry Lane movie. If it is the Hallmark Plus ones, I haven't seen those yet. Yeah, it's a Hallmark Plus one. Um, so yeah, it was my first Corey Cott movie since Butler's in Love, because I also missed the one that he had in 2023. So it was good to see him. He's good. He's Hallmark material. So I guess I don't really know where I'm going anymore. Uh, Again, like good premise, good people, a good time, but lacked a little something. So that's all I had to say on The Snow Must Go On. I like clever title. I really like the title without the snow machine puns. it still works because Christmas show Snow Must Go On works. And yeah, I was really excited about it. Uh, and yeah, I had a good time. I don't think it's gonna rank really high in the end, but we've also had really high quality movies so far in this season. I'm just looking at my letterboxd that you can follow, link in the description. Uh, I'm just counting on Christmas. I'm looking. I have a list. Yeah, right now out of 15, it is 12. But I mean, it's such good quality of what's above as well, and everything's been good. We're having a really good year. Um, it has well, they don't have enough reviews on Letterboxd to tell you what people gave it, like the average. But yeah, I was excited. I had a good time. I just thought I wasn't fully drawn in because of something. I think that one of the things, I don't know, maybe a little more character development. I don't know. There's something was missing, and I can tell you what. Watch it. It's still a good time. I had a good time. I'm gonna end this episode now. I have three more to record right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I created an Instagram for the Hallmark Christmas or the Hallmark Podcast Guy. It is the Hallmark Podcast Guy. The link will be in the description. And if you guys want to follow it, I'm posting. Right now, I haven't posted much. I posted like a hello post and a recap of week one of the Hallmark Christmas Experience, which I will say Tyler Hines, Jesse Schramm, and Rhiannon Fish liked, and Rhiannon Fish commented, and Jessie Schremer posted me in her story. So, like, for the first few hours of that account, that was amazing. So I'll post more on my experience there, and I will post clips of the podcast as well, and then just probably do some reels that will be just Instagram exclusive. So go follow me on there. I appreciate it. Follow the podcast. Tell me what you thought in the comment. I really appreciate it for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode that I'm recording in like a few minutes. So bye.